Um, so this year, in school, we have read so many different types of books, right? We've read informational nonfiction books um, that teach us something. We have read some books that um, were from memories. Remember the book we read by the author Donald Cruz? We read Big Mamas and Shortcut. They were stories from his life. And you told your own personal story, a personal narrative, and you did writing about that as well. Um, and in those stories that he wrote, the characters seem real and the places seem real because they really did happen. They were stories that or things that happened to him, and he wrote them in his books. So we've also read books that we know didn't really happen, but we still connected to some of the stories, just like the book that we read or listened to, the read aloud that we listened to during our Google Meet yesterday. And I will put it on here again for those that didn't get to join. Um, Froggy, the Froggy Learns to Swim book. He was learning to swim, right? So, of course, we know that this really didn't happen. Frogs can't talk, and we know that it was a fiction book, but it still reminded some of us about when maybe we learned how to swim. So we started brainstorming yesterday about a story that we could tell and some characters that excited us to write about, and settings that we thought would be interesting. So just like the books that we read, that the authors write a story, and they connect, they inspire. Maybe the book that they're writing is inspired by events in their own life, but they make different characters, fictional characters, in their story, and fiction, maybe they're fictional settings as well. So one of the things that I love about fiction stories are the characters that can be anyone or anything. So I want us to look at our story planner. Remember, we can anytime, we don't even have to have this special paper, we can just draw a hand, and it helps us to remember the parts of a story that we want to write about when we are writing fiction. So first, you want to have, sometimes you have just one character, but sometimes it may be more than one character. But a fiction story needs to have at least one character. So today I want you to look and think about the characters that we talked about yesterday if you were on our Google Meet. And if not, then I want you to look at the list. So sometimes our characters are just like you and I, right? And then sometimes our characters can be animals, or even things like a train, or if you've ever heard the story, The Little Engine That Could, or Thomas the Train books. The trains are the characters, right? So when you're writing fiction, you can use all types of characters. They could be animals, they could be people like me and you, they could be things like aliens, or some of you like to write about zombies, or things that are not humans but that are things. Maybe you want to write a story about community helpers, doctors and nurses and police officers and firefighters. Maybe your story could be about them. Even, like I said, things that are make-believe, like dragons or unicorns or mermaids. You could write about knights in shining armor. You could write about fairies or princesses and prince. You could write about different superheroes. Some of you talked about writing about um, Pokemon characters or Mario characters, or maybe different characters that you have seen before in video games that you play. So you might choose to write about one of these type of characters, or you might choose your own. But if you decide you want to use a friend as a character, so someone that you know, you will want to be sure that you only include nice things about your friends. So if we include someone that we know, we never want to hurt their feelings by writing something that might be embarrassing or hurtful to them. All right, so I want you to look back at your story hand and think about the first part of our story hand is either one character or more than one character. Then next, I wanted to talk about the setting. So some of the things that we talked about with fiction, some of the really cool things about writing fiction is that you get to pick where your story will take place. So there are so many places to choose from. But you have to be careful. You want to be sure that the setting matches the characters and what's happening in the story. So you want to be sure that the setting makes sense. So if I were writing about a firefighter, it would make sense to put them at the scene of a fire instead of going to the beach in their firefighting uniform. So I want you to brainstorm some settings that we could choose, which we did yesterday. We brainstormed those that were in our Google Meet. We brainstormed some ideas. So here are some. If you can't think of, this kind of will get you going. If you couldn't think of any settings, maybe in the woods or in a big city, at our school, maybe on the playground, maybe in the library or in the cafeteria. Maybe it's in a kingdom far, far away in a castle. It could even be in outer space, taking a rocket ship to the moon or to another planet. You could something could take place at the beach. Your setting could be at a farm or out on a ship. So, but remember, again, you want your setting and your characters to go together. You want them to match. When you start writing a fiction piece, you want to think about the setting you use and make sure the setting matches the character that you've chosen as well. So those are our first two parts, character and setting. Then we want to start thinking about the events in our story. So usually when we are writing about a story, we really want to start kind of planning it out in our head first, right? You might want to give your characters a problem that they have to solve. So maybe it's a problem you've had before. So you want to think about what problem that you may have had at school or at home, and maybe your character could have that same problem. You want to think about how you would fix that problem. So if you think about our story yesterday that we read about Froggy needing to learn how to swim, what was his problem? He didn't know how to swim. That was a problem. His mom and dad jumped into the water and he couldn't swim. He fell in and he was afraid he was going to drown. Now, frogs, do they know how to swim? Yes. But so that was his problem. He had to find a solution and his mom helped him. So think about planning that out as you are planning your story, okay? So we've been thinking about characters. We thought about setting for our fictional story. Sometimes in fictional stories, the characters have problems, just like Froggy. He didn't know how to swim in that book. Then the rest of the story tells how he tried to solve his problem. So it was it happened over time, right? So he learned how to swim. Um, and he did different things to help him get there. So some of the, you could think about some of the events of what he did um, to solve his problem. Some of the events in the story, right? First part, his parents jumped in the water and went swimming. He swung out on his swing and got in the water, and he couldn't swim. Then his mom tried to teach him how to swim, didn't she? She showed him strategies of ways that he could learn how to swim. Then he ran home to get his flippers and his snorkel and his mask. And then at the end, remember, he lost his bathing suit and he loved to swim. He realized that he could. So those are some of the parts or the events in the story.